Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference of Daniil Medvedev. First of all, congratulations, Daniil. Quick straight win for you today. How do you assess your performance?
Yeah, it was a tough match. It's not easy to play here. The balls, like every week we go, I feel like they cannot be slower, but every week they're at least as slow. They get super huge, so after 2 games it's almost impossible to hit the winner unless you have like a very fast hand like Sinner, Alcaraz, maybe like Grigor, Dimitrov or someone. So that's why, yeah, we knew that at one point we couldn't make winners, and we just ran and pushed the ball in the court, and I was able to do it better. So happy to win.
Okay. Questions, please.
So you said on Wednesday that you have great rallies with. Sorry. You said on Wednesday that you have great rallies with Monfils, and today's match was no exception. How do you prepare and keep your energy up during those long rallies? Do you prepare any differently than usual?
Yeah, it's not easy because for sure you get very tired, and he got very tired too, and then it's, you know, who feels better on this day, who feels better mentally, physically. I feel like he got tired a bit more than I did, so I was able to continue doing it, and he kind of lost a little bit the rhythm, and it could not be the same on the next match. But yeah, a lot of great rallies. One of them he won on when I could do the double break, and my volley was not so bad, but he managed to get there, so I was pretty disappointed, but again, happy that in the end I managed to win more of these rallies.
Thank you.
Daniil, congratulations for today. Just taking a step back from today's match, how would you sum up your season so far, and has the year been everything that you hoped it would be? Thank you.
Well, definitely not everything. I have 0 titles, so for sure would want something more. But it's been up and down. Some good moments, some a bit worse. But you know, it's all experience. I like generally life on tour. I like playing. So whatever happens is has happened for the best. But still some tournaments to go. So I think, you know, in a way, if I manage to play these tournaments well, I could say the season was a success. But it depends a little bit the last tournaments of the year, because so far, as I say, up and down. I would not say it's amazing. I would not say it's bad at all. I'm number 4 in the race. But yeah, so looking forward to what I could say the last match in Turin.
Any more English questions, please? English or native language? Native language, we can wait.
No, I can do in English.
Okay, sure.
That's fine. Yeah. Also, looking back at the previous events, you have been a bit like struggling with double faults. So, any ideas or strategies how to overcome these problems?
Yeah, I think the thing is that if we look to even like my best years, which would be probably 2021, I would guess, maybe 2020, I was still making double faults because sometimes I go for it. Sometimes I do lose my focus on points like 40 love, and so yeah, the most important is how many double faults was I doing like on break points, and how many double faults do I do now on break point. And I'm working a lot on my serve now. It's getting better and better, but I do think again that my opinion is that since last 2-3 years the balls are getting worse in tennis, and it's tougher to play with them, tougher to serve, tougher to play rallies, tougher to hit winners. And my opinion is that it depends a lot on this, and that's why I think a lot of players do a lot more mistakes.
Any more English questions, please? In the back? No more? Native language? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's related to nation language too. At Laver Cup, we saw you not just playing, but also like giving a bit of advice to other players and doing some type of coaching. Have you ever thought that maybe in like 15 years, 20 years, you can switch to professional coaching too? No, since your advices have been quite successful.
I think I could do it. Then it depends, you know, if I want to do it. What will I be doing in my life after my tennis career? So it depends a lot of things, but I think it's very possible, you know, that again, I like the life on tour. If I will be a coach, I'll probably not travel 40 weeks on tour, right? Like I do now, a little bit less, but I could do it. I'm not sure I would be a good one, but I could try. And that's, yeah, in Laver Cup, of course, it's a team environment, so everyone tries, you know, to help each other. And for me, it's tough. I'm someone who is like a little bit, in a way, shy to give my opinion, let's call it this way. So especially when there is a top player sitting there, I know how it is. He is thinking about something. He's thinking what he has to do. But when Sasha was playing, I saw some things where I was like, okay, I have to try to give him this advice, and it worked. So I was really happy because I also lost my both matches. I was the only one to not give a point to the team. So I was like, okay, if I give this advice, it works. Something for, like, I do something good for the team. So it was a funny feeling, and yeah, maybe I can help in the future someone else.
Okay, any more questions? Last question, please.
Looking at the next round, you and Adrian Mannarino are tied in matches on hard courts. How do you foresee that match going, and are there any adjustments you want to make to your play before then?
What is it, like 1-1 probably?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember one match I won. I don't remember where I lost, but anyway. Yeah, Adrian is a tough opponent. A little bit worse year for him than before, the previous ones, but he's always dangerous, you know. That's why tennis is tricky, you know. The opponent can have a bad year, and then against you he plays the match of the year and he beats you. So I will need to be at my best. It's going to be also against Adrian a lot of long rallies, I think. So it's going to be for sure interesting for people to watch. Going to be very physical. So yeah, a little bit the same like against Gael. Need to be ready physically, mentally, and try to go for the tactics since the beginning of the match. Try to use them, and hopefully I can win.
Also, looking back at the previous events, you have been a bit like struggling with double faults. So, any ideas or strategies how to overcome these problems?
Yeah, I think the thing is that if we look to even like my best years, which would be probably 2021, I would guess, maybe 2020, I was still making double faults because sometimes I go for it. Sometimes I do lose my focus on points like 40 love, and so yeah, the most important is how many double faults was I doing like on break points, and how many double faults do I do now on break point. And I'm working a lot on my serve now. It's getting better and better, but I do think again that my opinion is that since last 2-3 years the balls are getting worse in tennis, and it's tougher to play with them, tougher to serve, tougher to play rallies, tougher to hit winners.